Pijana Balaba Girivaradhari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Yashodanandana Bhajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Bhajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Radha Madhava
Kunja
Bihari.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaur Premanande Hare Hare Bol Jai Om Vishnupata Paramahamsa Pariprajaka Ashtottara Shata Shri Abhaya Charana Ravinda Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So today the Bhagavad Gita class, it is the 4th chapter, text number 37. This chapter is the transcendental knowledge. So I'm reading this again, text. Jato idam she shameto agni Bashashat kuru te arjunam Gyanagni sarva karmani Bhasmashat kuru te tatam Jato idam she shameto agni Bhasmashat kuru te arjunam Gyanagni sarva karmani Bhasmashat kurute tata jato idamshi shamedoyagni Bhasmashat kurute arjuna Gyanagni sarva karmani Bhasmashat kurute tata. What by what meaning? Jata, just as. Adamshi, firewood. Shamidda, blazing. Agni, fire. Bhasmashat, ashes. And Kurute, the Kurute turns. Arjun, O Arjuna, Gyanagni, the fire of knowledge. Sharva karmani, all reactions to material activities. Bhasmashat, to ashes. Kurute, it turns. Tata, similarly. Translation and purport written by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes. O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to material activities. Purport. Perfect knowledge of self and super self and of their relationship is compared herein to fire. This fire not only burns up all reactions to impious activities, but Also, all reactions to pious activities, turning them to ashes. There are many stages of reactions: reaction in the making, reaction fructifying, reaction already achieved, and reaction a priori. But knowledge of the constitutional position of the living entity burns everything to ashes. When one is in complete knowledge, all reactions, both a priori and a posteriori, are consumed. In the Vedas, Brihat Aranyaka Upanishad 4.4.22, it is stated, Uve Ohavisha ite tarati amrita shadda ashaduni. One overcomes both the pious and impious reactions of work. Om Agyanam Timirandasya Gyananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurmilitanga Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namo Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitanga Jena Bhutale Shayangarupa Kadamayam Dadati Shapadantikam Bande Hange Sri Guru Sri Juto Pada Kamalam Sri Gurum Vishnu Vangshta Sri Rupanga Shagra Jatang Shahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Shajivam Shadvaitang Shabadutang Purijana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Shahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitamishtam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesho Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vishcha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Patitanang Pavanepo Vaishnavebho Namo Namo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivashadi Gaura Bhakta Brindam Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, this verse, Jato hi dhamshi Shameddo Agnir Vasya Shataka Kurute Arjuna Gyanagni Sharva Karmani Vasya Shataka Kurute Tata. So, as a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, O Arjun, so does the fire of knowledge burns to ashes all reactions to material activities. Here is the point. This is the point. Knowledge burns to ashes all reactions to material activities. So, in this purport, Srila Prabhupada written very nicely, that is that the knowledge of Atma and Paramatma, the own Rupa, Sharup, uh, uh, about the Sharup, it teach in here. That is, it is the that knowledge compared to fire, Agni. That is it is explaining here. That is Shamidda Agni, Vashashat. That means that it will be burnt out. Yeah. So here this is the one point we need to discuss on this. And second point, this fire not only burn the papa karma, it burns also the punya karma. This is the second point. Hare Krishna, my computer. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji. We
Krishna.
can hear you, Prabhuji.
My computer, I cannot see in my computer give the problem.
Okay.
Please
Just read
forgive.
it from the book.
Yes. Oh, now I can see it.
Okay.
Prabhuji. Sorry. So the third point is that there are many stages of our karmic reactions, right? Reactions in the making, reaction fructifying, and reaction already achieved, and a reaction the previous life. So these are the 3 points actually Srila Prabhupada mentioned in this purport. Then we need to discuss on this. So in this case, we know that everybody knows that everybody's ASEANs, everybody's are Panditas. So everybody know that karma mainly there are 2 types. Karma, there are actually 3 types. That is not I'm going to tell. I'm mentioning in here that there are 2 types. That is prarabdha karma and aprarabdha karma. So knowledge, that is gyan, that burn out aprarabdha karma. That is. Now, the main thing is that knowledge, here first one is the knowledge, soul and Paramatma, the own Swarup. That point I am discussing in here, that our soul, that is what is our soul? We know that soul is in Satchidananda, it is a pure, and surrounded by soul, there is a subtle soul, that is mind, intelligence, and false ego. So our sadhana, that means our sadhana should be so penetratable, so intense, which can penetrate, who can destroy, who can vashashat the subtle bodies. That subtle bodies needs to be destroyed. Then the next step, when it will destroy, then we can climb into the actual stage where we can see our Swarup. So at that stage, that is the from that stage our actual devotional service start on that stage. From the main devotional service, that is Lord Krishna will see what kind of service we are doing. That is the in the upper stage. In Mahaprabhu mentioned in this case, it was mentioned that Koti Jorme Brahma Gyane Je na hoy bhakti Shudhu matra namabhase সেই হয় মুক্তি. Is is understand it is Bengali. So do I need to explain that? Okay,
Yes.
I can explain a little. Koti Jonme. Koti means, you understand, Koti, millions of life. Millions of life. Koti Jonme. People can get the, after get, then they got the Brahmagyan. Suppose Shuddha Yuga, Trita Yuga, and the Dwapar Yuga. They got the Brahmagyan. Right? Brahmeti Paramapnoti Bhagavaniti Shuddha, that is Brahmagyan. With the Brahmagyan, is there any mukti? No, there is no mukti. Yes, there is a Shadujya mukti, 5 types of mukti will be in there, but devotee doesn't want that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not recommended that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended that Shudu only Namabhash, only to do the Horinam. Then doing that Horinam, then all the subtle bodies will destroy, and the devotional service, that Horinam devotional service, will take us to the Golokadam. That is the mukti. Koti jorme Brahmagyane jena hoy mukti, Shudu matra namabhase she hoy mukti. Now, the point is that Shudu Matra Namabhash. Shudu Matra Namabhash, this I am giving one example. Gopkumar, he went to Brahmaloka. Then he cannot go to Golokdam. I gave this example so many times actually. So that is when he was praying so hard for Krishna, Krishna comes in Brahmaloka and told to him that, did you participate in the Sankirtan Yagna? He told that no. Then you cannot come into the Golokdam. After you join the performance of the Sankirtan Yagna, then your road will be clear, then you can come into Golokadam. That is, Gopkumar come back to Bhoma Vrindavan. That means in our material Vrindavan in Delhi. So that he came and he participated in the Sankirtan Yagna. Then next life, he directly went to Golokadam. So that is the point is the Shudu Matra Namabhash. Shudu Matra Namabhash means that the bhakti, there are 2 types of bhakti. That is the Bodhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. So that chanting and participating in the Sankirtan Yagna, then we will be control our subtle bodies, then we will get climb up on a certain stage. That stage, when we will do the devotional service, that devotional service is called the Raganuga Bhakti. That Raganuga Bhakti will take us. That means we can satisfy Raganuga Bhakti, we can satisfy Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Mahaprabhu's mercy, road is clear, we can go back to Golokadam. So, without any mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, nobody can go to Golokadam. So, and that is, in that stage is in our scriptures, it was mentioned that that stage we can see our Swarup. But here one thing is that how can you progress on that from that stage? I mentioned that Navabhash. And second point is that first we have to surrender. We have to 100% surrender on the lotus feet of Krishna. Then we can start our devotional service that will be countable. That is, so Jivera Swarup hoy Nitya Krishnera Das. That at that time we should not have any proud, no ahankar, nothing at that stage. So then we can go to Golokdam. So that is in Bhagavatam also Srila Prabhupada written so many places. In Bhagavad Gita also so many places Srila Prabhupada written that Jaggoi Sankirtana Prayoi Jajantehi Sumedasha. That Jaggoi Sankirtan Jagna is the main thing. Then Mahaprabhu mentioned that very, very important message Mahaprabhu given to us. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalo Nastebo, Gotirunnata. So that is with the Harinam Sankirtan, we can go to that Goloktam. Now, knowledge, that is the knowledge. Now, the primary stage, how can you get that knowledge? That is that knowledge already given us, those who are initiated, that is already got that knowledge from Guru Maharaj. Ajnanam timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam jena tasmai Sri Gurave namo. Our eyes, it was that beach is imparted in our heart. Now, our duty to cultivate that, to utilize that knowledge. So that is that is what we are doing. Actually, the first class devotee, Asian's devotees are very first class. I am outside of Asian's now, last 5 years. I can see that is the pure devotee. Asian's devotees are very, very good devotees, actually. So this knowledge, that is the transcendental knowledge. I am talking about the transcendental knowledge. Knowledge, there are 3 types of knowledge. Pious, impious activities, pious activities, and spiritual activities. So knowledge is there are in the material activities, scientists, great scientists like Newton or all other scientists. These are all are materialistic activities. This is not countable. Yes, they are invented something for the material people. They not for the God, Lord. Right? So that is the imperfect knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita also, it was mentioned that there are some, that is the imperfect knowledge. So the perfect knowledge is that the person who sacrifices himself, fully surrender unto lotus feet of Krishna, that is the perfect knowledge. That's the knowledge is countable. That is the spiritual knowledge. And the pious activities, these pious activities, that like Bill Gates, he is spending lots of money for coronavirus medicine and for all other creating charts or all other thing, hospital, so many places. But this is not the topmost, the transcendental activities. In Bhagavad Gita, I think in 3rd chapter, you already read that things. It was mentioned, Srila Prabhupada. That is, it is again not the actual activities. That again, the main activities is that what Srila Prabhupada given to us. Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 70, he came to New York City, and he distribute the actual knowledge. That is the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the actual knowledge. Through this knowledge, then by the mercy of gurus, then we will be in the second stage, what I mentioned, that to climb on second stage, and from second stage, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we can go back to our home and to serve Lord Krishna's lotus feet. And in many stages of the when we will climb one after another, then there is a reaction also is coming. Suppose in material world, if we do the karma, there is a reaction is there. So every stage, when if we climb in the spiritual stage one by one, then there is a reaction also. We will receive some reactions also. That reaction in Srila Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, that is reaction in the making, reaction of fructifying. That whatever we get it in here, that is a fruitive activities, right? Then reaction already achieved. Then reaction is priority. Priority means that previous life karma. And that the previous life in the prarabdha and aprarabdha. First I mentioned that is aprarabdha karma is not countable. That will need to be burned out. So those, suppose Bill Gates and some other person, what their karma, it is the aprarabdha karma. This is not the prarabdha karma. That we must have to understand our position. That is Jivera Swarup hoy Nitya Krishna Das. And then the mukti, that is in that stage, that is in Shastra, that is in Srimad Bhagavatam, actually it was mentioned that mukti hitta unnata rupam swarupena vyavastiti. Then in his own roof, at that stage, we will see our main roof. And in the pure transcendental knowledge is the mature of that stage is the mature of the ripened fruits. That one who practices devotional service enjoys this transcendental knowledge within himself. I think those who were practicing Krishna consciousness, already they enjoyed that. And continually enjoying. Otherwise, they cannot sacrifice all the anattas. They sacrifice again, their anattas. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also shows the way. What is the way? Satatam kittayanto mang jatantascha didabhrata. With the firm faith that we need to do the Savanam and Kirtanam. Then we can achieve that stage. And this knowledge, then what happened? Then in Chaitanya Charitamrita it was mentioned that is Anande Bashive. Then we will be peaceful, we will be in a very Ananda. All the times we will be in the Ananda. So when one situated in a transcendental knowledge, he need not charge to peace elsewhere. He enjoys peace within himself. So knowledge and peace culminate in Krishna consciousness. That is last word of the Bhagavad Gita. Now, so um, the bhakta, the devotee, devotee's perseverance is in the upward direction, but Krishna's Krishna's activities are downstairs. Devotees' activities, careful, it is, listen, devotees' activities, it is going upper stage. And Krishna's activities going downward stage. Why? That means that Krishna's devotees' activities, devotees are praying, praying, serving, serving to Lord Krishna. Then Krishna became Bhakta Vatshal. Whatever devotee, then Krishna calmed down to help Bhakta to go in his abode. That is the way. And in Krishna, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that Krishna given this way, shows the way in Srimad Bhagavad Gita also. That is Mammana Bhavamad Bhakto Madjajimang Namaskara. It was given. And Chaitanya Charitamrita, Narottam Das Thakur mentioned that Tadere Charana Sevi Bhakta Shone Vas, Janame Janame Hoy, Ei Obilash. So that is, and Bishaya Chariya Kobe Shuddha Hobe Man. This anarthas, Bishaya means this anarthas. When I will leave this Bishaya, this anarthas, and when my soul will be rescue, will be pure. Soul is always pure, but from this anarthas, how it can be rescued. বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন, কবে হাম হেই রব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন. श्री Vrindavan, how when I will go to Golok Vrindavan. She is the praying of Narottam Das Thakur. In Shastra also, in Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada mentioned in so many places also, Sarvapadi Binir Mukta Tatparuttena Nirmalam. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur also mentioned that Manasha Deho Geho Jo Kichumor Orpilo Tu Apade Nanda Kishore. So that is again in each and every step, that is that Bhagavan Krishna and our Acharyas, they showed the way how can we control our senses to burn out our senses. That is the way. And another example, it was given in 10th canto, actually, Krishna, Lord Krishna. That is when Krishna and Balaram, they killed a lot of Asuras. So, what are the Asuras, actually? In 10th canto, it was mentioned that Baladev, who killed the Asuras, they are the Pratik. Pratik means symbol. All of our anatta symbol. It was killing that our anatta symbol. Kama, Krodha, Lobo, Moho, Mada, Matsujam. All other sinful, all other enemy, it was killed by both Krishna and Balaram. So the conclusion is that, what is the conclusion today? The conclusion is that the knowledge, there are two types of knowledge. One is transcendental knowledge, other is the materialistic knowledge. So we are concerned about the transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge, how can you get it? Through the practice of sadhana bhakti, then we will climb into Raganuga bhakti, then we can go to Golokdham to serve Lord Krishna. And of prarabdha karma, it will be borne out by whom? By the knowledge. This transcendental knowledge burn out all of the karma, or prarabdha karma. And it is true, actually, that is whatever we are doing work, that is the unfruitful work, that is also life after life, we are carrying that things, that anattas, that anattas should be burned out to give the fire to by the shalakaya. That means that fire of shalakaya. Shalakaya means that cell, and that is called the cell. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it was given one very nice example in the Chaitanya Charitamrita I am giving. That is the Upajiya Bade Lata Brahmanda Vedi Jata Biraja Brahmaloka Vedi Parabhoma Paya. That means that, what does it mean? It is meaning that, I am reading the translation, that is, as one waters the Bhakti Lata beach, the seed sprouts, and the creeper gradually grows to the point where it penetrates the wall of this universe and goes beyond the Biraja river, lying between the spiritual world and material world. It attains Brahmaloka, the Brahman effulgence, and penetrating through that stratum, it reaches the spiritual sky and the spiritual planet Goloka Vrindavan. Very nice it is written. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur written Madhujya Kadambini. I think some of the people may read maybe Madhujya Kadambini. So Madhujya Kadambini, it was mentioned that the beach was imparted into our heart by Guru. Then that beach, we need to give the water on this beach. If we do not give the water on the beach will not sprout, will not grow up. Then this water is called Shravanam Kirtanam. Then when it will come out, then there is a creep will generated. That creep was climbing. That is called the Bhakti Lata. That creep. Then after creeping, then there is a fruit, flower is formed. Then from the flower there is a fruit. After fruit, it will be, when fruit form, then after some times it will be ripened. That is then if we eat that ripened mango, ripened fruit, it will be so tasty. That is the climbing stage of our sadhana stage, step by step. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he mentioned in his Madhujya Kadambini. So, so main thing is that our sadhana is Shravanam Kirtanam, and we got it Guru Prasad. And Bhaktilata, that is when we properly put the water, Savanam Kirtanam, in our heart, that beach will be a sprout. Then Bhaktilata will generate. Bhakta Sangha. Bhakta Sangha, that if we do so many Bhakta Sangha, association of the devotees, and doing the Nam Sankirtan, then it will grow, and will give the ripened fruit. That is the Golok Vrindavan. We can go there. Hare Krishna, there are a lot of things to discuss on this text. Actually, this verse is very, very important verse for our sadhana life. To cultivate our sadhana, how to rise, how to develop our sadhana. And I don't know, in my case, in this life, I cannot do that. But Srila Prabhupada mentioned that this life is enough to go to Golokdham. But I am the sinful person of prarabdha phalam papam. That is all anatto sakai. I carry to life after life. And this life also carrying a lot of after karma. I don't know what it will be happened. I need to take all the Vaishnavas mercy on lotus feet of all Vaishnavas mercy. Can mind dandavat pranam. Vancha kalpataru beshta kripa shendak vacha patitanang pavanebha Vaishnavebha namo namo. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you so much, Dattatreya Prabhuji, for a wonderful class. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, do you have any questions, any reflections or comments regarding this topic? If anybody has anything, please open up. Anything to add? Any questions? Let's have some comments. If you have anything, anything would that helps. Have some discussions. So it is the Dattatreya Prabhuji mentioned that the weapons of knowledge can nullify all the reactions, right? All the reactions of our activities. So that includes everything, right? Prarabdha karma.
Everything.
Bijam, kutam.
Yeah,
Right?
bijam, kutam. Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Aprarabdha phalam papam bijam kutam. That verse actually, it is.
What is the easiest way to attain this knowledge?
You are a knowledge, yes, Prabhuji. You are a transcendental 100%. I am your servant after servant. How can I tell you? That is that the easiest way. You know better, and what devotees knows better also. That is the japa. Nicely japa. Without any offerat. Then the devotional service. That is that devotional of Srila Prabhupada. I was reading very nicely. Yeah, I was reading. Actually, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that these two things in Chaitanya Charitamrita in the purport. That japa, this is the must. Then devotee association, that is number 2. Number 3, devotional service. But Srila Prabhupada mentioned that he was given the example of what's his name? In Chaitanya Lila, Brahma, his name is what's his name? How can I forget it?
Srivas Thakur.
Haridas Thakur. Sorry, Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, Prabhuji, thank you. Haridas Thakur case is different. Haridas Thakur doesn't need to worship the deities, but he all the times he used to chant. So we are not a Haridas Thakur. We are the neophyte devotees. We need to do chanting plus devotional service, and devotee association and reading Srila Prabhupada books. These four things, if we do that, then there will be no force around here to disturb us. Actually, I was trying to tell, I forgot to tell one thing. What is the transcendental knowledge? That was, I want to a little bit differ. I am going to, there's a transcendental knowledge means that is a energy, that is a force, that is one kind of force, energy, we cannot see it, but we can feel it. So that energy, that was it was written, that is that force in Newton law, F equals to mass and acceleration, right? So that acceleration, if the force doesn't have the acceleration, the force equal to 0. So here, the example it was, I'm telling that is that suppose one big stone, very big stone. If one person can push, it will not move. Then what is the result of the force? Force equal to mass, that is the what, and there is no acceleration, there is no displacement, that is which is equal to 0. So that means force equal to 0. So similarly, we have to push ourselves. We already got the beach. We have to develop the creep. We have to develop the creep. So Savanadi Shuddha Chitte Karahe Uday. That means we have to continuously, we have to give the water on the seed. And to do that, there needs to be an environment. So that what is that environment? That the devotee association is the environment. If we put the one beach in during the cold time in outside of the house, it will generate? No, it will not be generated. So it needs to be an environment, house environment. Then it will generate. So that environment is the devotee association. That devotee association, if we get that devotee association nicely and serving Lord Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, and devotees, that is the ultimate goal. So today, actually, I was reading, this is the main 4 points. Actually, I keep on my heart Srila Prabhupada instruction and my Guru Maharaj's instructions. And it works. It works, Prabhuji, it works. No, mind doesn't go outside. If we concentrate on this point, mind doesn't go outside. And mind is also chant. Mind is also chanting Hare Krishna. Then the Ananda, then that was for that reason, Chaitanya, it is Ananda Vashivi. That is the Ananda arises within ourselves. And the tendency will come to serve more and more to satisfy Lord Krishna. Serving more, then it will be tremendously high. to serve Krishna. I don't want anything. I want your lotus feet to serve. Then service mode is great. And you are in a very good position, Prabhuji. I saw you are, when you are doing the deity Shava, you do so nicely, wholeheartedly. You expend the time to serve the Lord Shyam Sundarji. As well as when you do the Jogna in every Saturday, I saw that is so nicely, that is fire under control, and there are some flag is showing, as well as Trivanga Lolitam, Vishnu is also there. So that is how it comes. If you give me, I cannot do that. But in your case, you can do that. Because you are a pure soul. Your sadhana is so a high level that I bow down on your lotus feet. Please bless me. That I can serve nicely to Radha Shyam Sundarji, Radha Madan Mohanji.
So we are all trying. To come. Yes, these are nice words. Thank you. But but we are all trying. Yes.
Yeah. And that is the continuous. That is the second stage. That I mentioned that from the first stage, second stage, that is the second stage. In this life, that is the second stage. That is countable. That Krishna can see it.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Puneet Prabhu, you were trying to say something?
No, I was just saying that question Dattatreya Prabhu, that Chimeshwar Prabhu asked, was for people like us. So you were very right, but yes, thank you. Very well explained. Thank you very much.
Yes, it was perfect. Yes, it's in the nectar of devotion. Srila Rupa Goswami says that Ada Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet na indriya sevon mugohi jikhvadu swayameva spuratiyata. By the loving devotional service cannot be perceived by our indriyas, cannot be perceived only by the seven mukha, by the loving devotion. And the Lord reveals that swayameva spuratiyata.
Yeah.
Yes, you very perfect answer you gave that.
Yes.
The loving devotion,
Yes. I forgot to mention this. I forgot to mention that actually. Yes, that is. Very nice. But association, this is 1 hour association with all of you. I feel so great, actually. I feel very amazing. Whole day I did the work at the working place. Now when I got the association of all the great devotees of you, then I feel really, really peaceful. Really, that is again on my heart, I am telling. And it works. This is practical.
Yes, it's very true. Very true. Devotee association enlivens us, gives the life.
Yes, janame hoy bhakta shone bash. That's the Narottam Das Thakur praying, singing. He was singing, janame hoy, baat after baat, with the devotee association. One day, I am giving one example of myself. Last year, 2019, Guru Maharaj gave the seminar in Florida. So I went there and I bowed down to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj looked to me and asking me, do you have any association in there? I spoke with Guru Maharaj so many times again before also. Maybe Guru Maharaj forgot at that time. Then Guru Maharaj asked, do you have association? Then I was asking, yes, Guru Maharaj, I have an association. I am in touch with RBC, Rupanaga Vedic College, where His Holiness Dhanvi Goswami Maharaj is there. I am going there and I am giving the Bhagavatam class every Saturday, Sunday, and Bhagavad Gita class, as well as the Bhakti Bhikshu I'm doing over there. Then, so all the times when Guru Maharaj seeing me, then how are you? In Bengali, he was asking me, how are you? And do you have the association? Because Guru Maharaj a little bit worried when I left New Jersey, then he was a little bit thinking that is that I am getting association or not association. By the mercy of Gurudev, I got the association of His Holiness Dhanvi Goswami Maharaj, who is a saint, really saint. That is again my life. I am just again telling that. That is.
Yeah.
And in last few weeks back, I went that temple, and Maharaj every Saturday. Maharaj do the Harinam in the marketplace. So I went there on Saturday just to take the darshan of Maharaj, because in the COVID I stopped to go there. So when I saw the Maharaj, when I bowed down to Maharaj, then Maharaj pulled my body and put on his chest. I never ever seen Dhanvi Goswami Maharaj do like that with any other person. I never ever seen. Now I feel so happy that Maharaj mercy little. So devotee association is the most important, Prabhuji.
I agree, Prabhuji. It's very true. Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also grateful to you gave me the opportunities to talk about the realization of mind. And I am not qualified to talk about this Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna spoke with Arjuna. I am not qualified. I just I can parrot whatever I read in the Bhagavad Gita, then I just expelled from my mouth. That is, if anything I made mistake, please forgive your servant.
It was perfect. It was good. Nothing. Everything was well spoken. Very nice class. Thank you so much for taking time, Proji. I know that you have work, and after the work, and also there is 1 hour time difference, and you're still you are making it. That's a great service. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You gave me this service, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you so much for wonderful class, Prabhuji. Just wanted to express my gratitude to you. Like my starting is with your Mangal Aarti. I heard all the lectures from Mangal Aarti and learned so many things. And just watching all the devotees and having association. Like my Prabhuji was also having so much problem in office. So I was bringing him, and then you were talking with him. Simeshwar Prabhu was talking with him, and because of association, so many changes happen in the life. So association is really important, like how Prabhupada said, association, chanting. Without association, we cannot learn the things. Like we watch the devotees, how they are dedicating their life. Like as you mentioned, Simeshwar Prabhuji, they come early in the morning every Saturday, but not a single, you cannot find any single tension on their face. He is doing yajna so nicely with full dedication. Really appreciate that. And everyone like coming from the office and giving lectures, spending time for others. Early morning also joining every day. it's really, we are very grateful to all devotees and our Srila Prabhupada. So we should be always be grateful. Yes, wanted to express my gratitude, Prabhuji. Thank you so much and wonderful discussion too.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, that is Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koi, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Sarva Siddhi. This association, through the association, devotee can go to Golokdam. Sarva Siddhi Hoy. And it is true. It is very true, Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
It's
Means we
very
can
true.
experience in our from our life also. We can experience that.
Would you know one instance I am telling, that is Singeshwar Prabhuji. You see, very rare. He never, I think, he never missed Mangalarati at my home. And he is coming from South Brunswick.
Yeah, South Brunswick. I know.
South
Yeah.
Brunswick, Mataji. Can you
Now
imagine that
also,
from
Prabhuji, now also he comes weekdays also. If there is yagya, he is just coming and doing so nicely. Means we should learn, we should acquire all these qualities from different devotees, and we should use our life at least for something, right?
Please don't miss our Mangalacharya, Mangala Arati Acharya Jayaprakash Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Words is all these years.
Yeah. We cannot. Like Mangala Arti also and like
Jayaprakash Bhai
Prasadam
never
also.
name is Jayaprakash Prabhu.
from the day one, he woke up and he came at my home and woke up me.
Yeah, we cannot miss
So many times.
Jayaprakash Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dattatreya Prabhu, credit goes to you, Mataji and Madhupati Prabhu, because you are the one who started Mangalarti at the Old Bridge property. And you just took me out, so I cannot back it off.
Prabhuji used to
All the
call
credit
well.
goes to you.
Yeah, somebody has to continue, right? And also thank you for your cooking service also, Prabhuji. That he does so amazingly. I don't know how he does. For 3,000 people also with Nirjala Upas, he does so much. Like, I don't know how he gets the energy. I'm always
Mataji,
asking.
I do not do the Nirjala because in the kitchen it's so hard. So I have to have the water. So I never did Nirjala, Mataji.
But you do with fruits only, Prabhuji. I know. You do all Ekadashi with fruits only. You don't eat anything. And still you are doing so much service, Prabhuji. We are really blessed having such an association. Like, we don't want to move from this place at all till last time. It's really amazing.
Actually,
thank you so much.
Actually, I learned from our Jayaprakash Bhai and Shimheshwar Prabhuji. Never ever miss the Mangalarati. Can you imagine it? It is Jayaprakash Bhai also far away from my house. It's not near. It is. That's the determination. That is the Dhrida Brata.
And also they have so selfless service. Like, they don't want anything from others. If we want to give, also they don't want. They are like very, I don't know. They are amazing people. Even Dattatreya Prabhuji, you are also doing, like, I was so new, so encouraging me so much, like Mataji also, and you, when Bhakti Charu Maharaj used to come and Mataji was saying, तुम्हें आना है, Guru Maharaj आ रहे हैं, तुम्हें आना है, like this. And she was teaching me, chastising also and teaching me. So really we are grateful, these senior devotees, because of their blessings we can do little bit something, like something started at least. Otherwise I don't know where we would have been at this moment, right? So thank you so much, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Yep, Hare Krishna. Thank you, dear devotees. I think it's 8:16. Let's conclude. Yes, wonderful. Thank you. This is the perfection of our life. We are getting there in the sense of attending the Mangalarati and the devotional services, chanting in the morning, Bhagavatam class, Bhagavad Gita class in the evening, and devotee association, satsang, discussing and hearing this, wonderful, wonderful discourse and the topics. Yes, definitely transform us. And if we keep continuing to do this, definitely purifies us, transform us. There's no doubt into that. Please continue to do. So it's all mercy. It's all the mercy of the Supreme Lord and Srila Prabhupada. That's why we are here and able to hear all this and getting this wonderful association, getting this service. It's all the mercy of the Lord and the Srila Prabhupada. We never forget that. We should be always glorify Srila Prabhupada, and it's without the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, nothing is possible. We should be always ready to serve Srila Prabhupada and the Supreme Lord. Then that should be our mood. That should be our intention. That should be our goal. That should be our way. That should be our path. Everything. This one point. Serve Srila Prabhupada and the Supreme Lord. Yes, there may be praises. There may be, all these are there. But there may be, always appraisal and, not appraisal, and there is, sometimes disappointment, sometimes all the things are in the way. And the path of devotional service path to the Supreme is not always smooth. There'll be always, the roads are rough. We can face lots of things, but one thing we should never, ever deviate from, that's the service to the Supreme, the service to the Srila Prabhupada. And that, if that is there, then nothing won't affect us. So please keep that in the mind always, ready to do the service, unconditionally, humbly, with all service attitude, and to please the Supreme Lord and to serve the Srila Prabhupada, not to, make anything of us that, anything or any name or fame or anything, that doesn't help. I was speaking to one of my god brother today, and we can see that there are so many people in the world, they are just wasting for their life and they live just for some name, just for some fame, just for some positions, just for some money, just for those. They all actually finally, entrapped into this web of this, material illusion. At the end of the day, nothing, just like Alexander did that, just open the hands and, keep it outside. That's all they do. But the moment, every day, in every moment, the Krishna consciousness, the name of Krishna, the holy name, the listening and association, this is our asset. This is our investment. And this is the only one can save us, nothing else. Everything else is just a zero. And if there is no one, it's just mere zeros, there is no value. But if Krishna is not there, everything else is just bundle of zeros. If you put that one, it has a huge value, huge value. So never forget Krishna, always remember Krishna. Should be our motto, should be our logo, this should be our theme, this should be our God, should be everything. So thank you so much. Please be there always, and without selflessly, that's a key. Don't expect anything. Oh, if I do this one, I'll get this one. If I do this, I will get this one. If I do, I'll get this one. No, not ever. Just selflessly. That should be there, and that should be our mode. Never ever expect anything from Krishna. Never ever expect anything that if I do some this service, I'll get this one. That is just business. That is just give and take. Never ever intend. Never ever do anything like that. Just to do the service. In the Krishna is in the center, Srila Prabhupada is in the center. That's all we need to do. Everything else Krishna will take care of. Everything else Krishna will take care of. Nothing to worry. So please do that. Thank you so much for joining and this wonderful association. It's very, very wonderful. Very, very nice. Very wonderful. So please continue to do and engage others. That's a service to Srila Prabhupada. Tell this to others, bring others, and give Krishna consciousness to others. that where Srila Prabhupada is placed, Lord is placed. Give it to others as much as you can. That's our moment. So please do so. And thank you so much. Let's conclude today's session. Vancha kalpatarupasya.
Vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Vaishnavebhyo ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavibhi ki jai. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dattatreya Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare
Dattatreya,
Krishna, Hare
for
Krishna,
wonderful.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.